Hey everyone, it's Nick here. Today's Tuesday, and so you know what that means. It's time for another 2 Minute Tuesday video. And this week, what I want to talk about is surprise, some more shortcuts. But if you watched last week's video, I left off at the end saying that we do want to try to make some videos as well to help us out on the support end. Not only does it help us, it frees us up to deal with the more critical problems, but it helps by giving you guys the information that we answer pretty much on a daily basis. So answering some of these frequently asked questions. And even if you haven't come across these problems, maybe watching this video will help you in the future. So you don't have to give us a call and you'll remember that this information is out there somewhere. But today's specifically, I want to show you two Windows shortcuts and then one special Hippo shortcut that I use, the Windows end of it anyway, every day in my personal life, in my professional life, when I'm working with this software and any other software. So we can just go ahead and dive right in. And the first one I want to talk about is what happens, the typical problem that we face is what happens when Zookeeper opens on another screen. So you'll notice that I just opened the Zookeeper app. The pop-up happened. Everything looks like it went okay. It went away. I see that it says shut down Zookeeper instead of start Zookeeper, but Zookeeper's nowhere to be found. So what do I do in this situation? Well, I turn to my keyboard and I hold down the Alt key and then hit the Tab key while holding Alt still. And you'll notice what happens is I get a pop-up of all the running applications on my system. And if I keep hitting tab, I'll cycle through those applications. So what I want to do is make sure that Zookeeper is the one that's highlighted. And now I know that I'm working in the Zookeeper application. That's the active selected application. But you'll notice that on my screen, nothing's changed, right? Now, Zookeeper hasn't magically appeared itself onto my screen. And that takes me to my second Windows shortcut, which is holding down the Windows key and the shift key and then tapping the left or right arrow keys, and that moves my Zookeeper screen between all of my displays. So if I show you really quick my output as well, while holding that Windows shift and arrow key button, I can move my Zookeeper screen between my displays and make sure that I get it on the right display for me. So those are the two common Windows shortcuts that I use. The third shortcut that I want to talk about today is what happens when your output renders on top of your Zookeeper. So what I'm going to do is something silly. We should never do this on purpose, but I'm actually going to patch my mix on top of my Zookeeper screen, just to show you what happens. And when I do that, you'll notice my screen goes black. I'm in a world of trouble, and all of a sudden, my mouse cursor goes away. I don't know what to do anymore. In these instances, when this happens, the best thing to do is actually hold Control and Escape. And I apologize, there's a lot of flickering. I hope no one's sensitive to this. But after you hold Control and Escape long enough, you'll notice that the engine actually goes back into configuration mode, which allows you to get your Zookeeper window back. If I hit Alt-Tab, you'll notice that I also can see the test card, and you may be presented with either this test card or one of these purple backgrounds. And again, you can turn back to the previous shortcuts of Alt-Tab and Windows Shift and arrow keys to find Zookeeper, bring it back to your Zookeeper display, and then you can work properly. So I can unpatch this, patch it to my actual output, and then job's a good one, right? We're all set, we're done. I can configure the engine and go about my day playing content. So anyway, those are the shortcuts I wanted to show you. If you guys like this video, if there was anything informative, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and come back next week. And again, hopefully you can watch this video instead of submitting a support ticket about where's my Zookeeper, and I hope it helps you out in the future. But anyway, take care and we'll see you next week.